You've done it 1,000 times. You walk into a supermarket, grab a cart, and head straight to the back for milk. It feels automatic, natural, like that's just where milk lives. But here's what nobody tells you. That walk wasn't an accident. Every single step you took was designed by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. The milk didn't end up at the back of the store by coincidence. It was put there on purpose. And once you understand why, you'll never walk into a supermarket the same way again. To understand how this works, you have to go back to the 1950s. That's when American supermarkets were exploding in size. Stores were getting bigger, product ranges were growing, and retailers started realizing something important. The longer a customer spends inside a store, the more they buy. Not because they plan to, but because exposure creates desire. You walk past something, you remember you needed it. You see something on sale, you grab it. It's not weakness. It's just how the human brain works. So store designers started asking a simple question. What does almost every single customer need every single visit? The answer was obvious. Milk, eggs, butter, bread, the everyday essentials. And instead of putting them near the entrance for convenience, they moved them as far away from the door as possible. But here's what most people never think about. It's not just about making you walk further. On your way to the milk, you pass hundreds of products. Snacks you didn't plan to buy, drinks you didn't come in for, special offers placed at eye level, designed to catch your attention at exactly the right moment. By the time you reach the dairy section, you've already been exposed to thousands of buying opportunities. That's not a coincidence either. That's called the decompression zone, and every major supermarket uses it. When you first walk through those doors, your brain is still adjusting. You're transitioning from the outside world into the store environment. Retailers know that customers in this first zone, usually the first 10 to 15 feet, are mentally distracted. They're not ready to buy yet. So this area is kept open, bright, and usually filled with flowers or fresh produce. Things that feel welcoming and make the store seem fresh and clean. And it gets more calculated than that. Have you ever noticed that supermarkets almost never have windows? Or that the lighting stays exactly the same whether it's noon or midnight outside? That's intentional. Removing natural light removes your sense of time. You lose track of how long you've been inside. And the longer you stay, the more you spend. Studies have shown that the average unplanned purchase rate in a supermarket is around 60%. More than half of what ends up in your cart wasn't on your list when you walked in. The floor layout, the music tempo, the height of the shelves, the placement of the sale signs, all of it has been tested, refined, and optimized over decades. Premium brands pay for eye-level shelf placement because studies show products at eye level sell significantly more than products on the bottom shelf. The bottom shelf isn't an accident either. That's where the cheaper store brands sit because reaching down feels like more effort, and most people won't bother unless they're specifically looking for value. So where does this leave you? Knowing this doesn't make you immune to it. These systems work on a psychological level that runs deeper than conscious awareness. But it does change how you see the experience. Next time you walk into a supermarket, notice the path you take. Notice what's at eye level. Notice how long you've been inside without realizing it. And here's something I want to know. When you go grocery shopping, do you stick to your list? Or do you always end up grabbing things you never planned to buy? Drop it in the comments, because I have a feeling most people already know the answer. If this changed how you see your weekly shop, hit like and subscribe for more stories about the hidden systems shaping everyday life around us.